Hello, my name is Pablo, and I'm one of the mediators for your session today.
And I'm Lisa, your other mediator.
I'd like to thank each of you for coming out here to meet today, and I'd like to open up with orientation and some ground rules. And aside from these rules, are there any that you would each like to implement on your own?
Only that this jerk feels eternally damn ashamed of what he's done.
So let's try to stick to the ground rules. I know you're feeling really hurt right now, and we'll make sure that nothing is left unsaid that needs to be said. But for now, are there any other rules you would like to add?
I'm fine.
No, you're okay.
Notice how the mediator reminded the parties about the ground rules and acknowledged the pain and anger of the different parties.
Thank you all of you for your cooperation. Sarah, Amethyst, would you like to start with your side of the story?
Yeah, he stole our puppy.
I understand your concern, but we agreed there'd be no name calling and no yelling. Please, can you tell me how this happened?
Okay, well our dog just had a cute litter of puppies a couple months ago, and so my roommate and I decided to have a nice get-together, a party, at our apartment. Somehow Roger ended up there. I guess one of our friends invited him or something. And everything was going just fine until the party was about over and Roger takes one of our precious little babies. He's just a puppy. These months are crucial for him. We tried to ask for him back, but...
But then we found out Roger was trying to sell Tigger on Craigslist.
Thank you both for sharing. I know it's a difficult issue to discuss. Roger, do you want to tell us what happened?
I didn't do anything wrong. They have so many puppies, they couldn't possibly miss just one. Look, I'm almost 3 months behind on my rent, and I needed the money. That's why I put the ad up on Craigslist. People pay a lot for a healthy pup.
Notice how Roger believes his own story because to him that is the truth. As a mediator, it's important to understand and seek different perspectives and narratives.
There's no way we're letting him sell our puppy. For all we know, he's sick, and he probably hasn't even taken him to the vet for checkups.
I hear your concerns, but please, remember our ground rules. You will be heard, but there's no yelling and there's no name calling. I will come back to you in a minute, and Roger, please, is there anything else you'd like to add before Sarah and Amethyst speak again?
Notice how Amethyst criticized Roger. In a mediation, it's important to create space, to allow parties to be able to express their different perspectives.
I just can't afford the sum that they're asking for, and I'm not paying for a theoretical vet visit. Look, I'll give them back their dog, but I'm not paying anything.
Is that something we can all agree to?
Obviously, we just want our dog back.
But what about the cost of checkups and everything he may need? He stole our dog. How is he just going to get away with this on a clean slate?
He doesn't need a checkup. The dog is fine, and I'm not paying for a frivolous vet visit.
Since we've established that the return of Tigger is a definite part of the agreement, we need to negotiate the sum of money that's going to be given. Would you agree to $750?
There's nothing to negotiate. He owes us that money for bills and for emotional distress. Do you hear my voice? This is from all the stress this has caused us. And we're gonna need at least $500 for vet visits for our dog.
A visit to the vet is not that expensive.
It is when we have to get them to run every test because you probably poisoned him or something.
He's fine.
Let's all remember the ground rules again. No shouting or name calling. I'm hearing that Sarah and Amethyst are willing to lower the price to $500. Is that something you could do?
I can't even afford my own rent, let alone $500. They can have their dog back, but I just don't have $500 lying around.
Notice how Roger has a financial status issue. It's important to be aware of the different needs of the different parties to be able to find a solution.
If there were a payment plan or a way that you could pay monthly so that you would not have to pay all the money at once, is that something you could all be open to agreeing to or discussing?
I guess, yeah.
What kind of payment plan?
As an example, you could pay back the $500 every month in smaller increments. Is that something you might be willing to do, Roger?
I guess, but I still want the price lowered.
What number do you think would be appropriate?
Maybe $300?
Is that something you would agree to?
Listen, Roger, first and foremost, we want the dog back. Secondly, $300 isn't going to do anything for anyone. We all need the money, but you just paying us $300 for the vet visits we really need, it's not going to be worth it. So instead, I want you to work on making yourself a better person so you don't repeat this in the future. I think it would be a good idea for you to volunteer at some kind of animal shelter or a vet clinic or something so that you can understand how precious these lives are and maybe you'll change for the better.
Notice how there's a new need. The real objective here is not money, but it's more of an emotional satisfaction. This is an important issue to notice in order to find a final agreement.
Roger, Amethyst, is that something you guys can agree to?
Well, I can't say I'm thrilled about it, but I guess I'm with Sarah on this one. We really need the money, but at the end of the day, I'd rather him make a positive impact on our community's forgotten animals.
Honestly, community service sounds terrible, but it's free, so it's better than paying, I suppose.
Roger, you don't have to like it, but does that mean you'll agree to it?
Yeah, it does.
And Sarah and Amethyst?
Yeah.
We also agree.
Yeah.
Great, I'm glad we come to an agreement. And unless anybody has something to add, I can go ahead and write it up. Any final thoughts?
Don't forget the final agreement. Make sure you write the who, the what, the when, and where, and how.